They trained their whole lives for greatness, built legacies, shattered records, wore medals, broke barriers, and inspired millions. And yet, their final moments hit like a blindside tackle, sudden, silent, irreversible. In this video, we revisit the iconic athletes who died when the world least expected it. Stories that ended far too suddenly, leaving us stunned, heartbroken, and searching for answers. José Fernández wasn't just a rising star. He was baseball's cue-beating heart. A Cuban defector who captured hearts with a 98-mile-per-hour fastball. He won Rookie of the Year in 2013 and became a two-time All-Star. At 24, not even fatherhood could interrupt his momentum. But the night of September 25, 2016, Fernández was at the wheel of his boat, speeding across Miami waters at over 65 miles per hour, under the influence of alcohol and carrying cocaine in his bloodstream, according to toxicology reports. His vessel crashed into a jetty at dawn, killing him and two friends instantly. Miami mourned deeply. They also retired his number, and fans left his cleats on the mound. His death reverberated as a cautionary tale. Genius drowned in a moment of excess. Just weeks before that, the football world had faced its own tragedy. In May 2016, on a Bucharest pitch, Patrick Ekeng, Cameroon's rising midfield presence, stepped into a match that would define tragedy. 7 minutes after entering play, he collapsed in the center circle. No warning or second chance. He never regained consciousness. Medical staff rushed him to the hospital, but the autopsy revealed a message of neglect. Defibrillators were out of service, and ambulances were delayed. Patrick's death was caused by sudden cardiac arrest, and questions followed. Why was the defibrillator broken? Why was help delayed? Investigations later revealed that the defibrillator meant to save him hadn't been properly maintained. His passing became a symbol of negligence in sports. How even on the world stage, simple life-saving tools aren't guaranteed. His club retired his number, his country mourned a son, and his final game became a lesson in preparation over spectacle. Years passed, but heartbreak never stopped knocking. Zeke Upshaw, a rising star in the NBA G League, 26, full of promise, and living his dream with the Grand Rapids Drive. He had just signed a new contract and was minutes away from sealing a pivotal win when the unimaginable happened, right on the court. With 40 seconds left in the game, Zeke collapsed. The official cause was cardiac arrest. Teammates rushed to his side, medics rushed in. Despite their efforts, Zeke never regained consciousness. His passing sparked heart-wrenching scrutiny. His family brought a lawsuit, arguing that delayed medical response cost him his life, and their case led to real change. G League arenas are now equipped with defibrillators and trained emergency staff at every game. Then came the day the world stood still. Kobe Bryant tragedy. Kobe Bryant was a force of nature, five-time NBA champion, Olympic gold medalist, and cultural icon, known for his relentless Mamba mentality. He was a storyteller, mentor, and devoted father to his daughters, especially his 13-year-old daughter Gianna, who shared his passion for basketball. On January 26, 2020, Kobe boarded a Sikorsky S-76B helicopter in thick fog, flying from Orange County to his daughter's tournament at the Mamba Sports Academy. The pilot, ignoring warnings from air traffic control, flew into dense clouds and, due to spatial disorientation, believed he was climbing, when in fact the helicopter was descending rapidly. Within 8 seconds, it crashed into a hillside near Calabasas, killing all 9 on board, including Kobe and Gianna. The world came to a standstill. NBA games were paused with tributes from every team. Arenas were filled with tearful murals and silent tip-offs. Global landmarks, from the Burj Khalifa to the CN Tower, lit up in purple and gold. Kobe's widow, Vanessa, later sued the helicopter company for negligence, especially regarding weather protocols and pilot pressure. For Kobe, the flight was routine, just another trip to support his daughter. Yet that day, the skies became the most dangerous opponent he could never defeat. 3 years later, the sports world was hit by another kind of silence. Tori Bowie's rise was meteoric, silver in the 100 meters, bronze in the 200 meters, and gold in the 4x100 relay at Rio 2016, and world champion in London 2017. She was fast, fierce, and fearless. In May 2023, at age 32 and 8 months pregnant, Tori was found dead at home in Florida. The medical examiner confirmed respiratory distress and eclampsia, severe complications from high blood pressure during pregnancy. Sadly, her baby also passed away. Her death shocked not just fans, but the broader world, highlighting that not even elite health and athleticism could shield Black mothers from dire medical risks. Fellow champion Allison Felix spoke out, emphasizing the urgent need for better maternal care and policy changes like the Momnibus Act. What made her death even more tragic was how quietly it happened. There were no public signs. Tori's death changed conversations. Her legacy now stretches far beyond medals and podiums. It echoes in reform. And then came another unexpected, cruel, and final turn of events of another legend. Johnny Gaudreau, also known as Johnny Hockey, an American ice hockey player and beloved by teammates and fans. He wasn't only a six-time All-Star and Lady Byng Trophy winner. He was a humble teammate, a devoted father, and a brother who shared the ice with his younger sibling, Matthew. On August 29, 2024, Johnny and Matthew cycled in rural Salem County, New Jersey, celebrating the eve of their sister's wedding. Around 8:30 p.m., a drunk driver veered onto their side of the road and struck them from behind. Both brothers died at the scene. The driver admitted to drinking 5 or 6 beers and illegally passing another vehicle, making a reckless turn that pulled them into tragedy. Court filings later revealed troubling details. Both Johnny and Matthew were legally intoxicated, but the judge ruled their condition irrelevant, confirming the full weight of charges against the driver was upheld. Prosecutors and fans pointed out that the bicyclists rode in single file, out of the main lane. Johnny was just 31, Matthew 29. They were expectant fathers, groomsmen for their sister, and symbols of hope within their communities. Their sister Katie would later write, "To know these two was to love these two. I will never stop saying your names and honoring you both." Their deaths shattered hockey arenas. The NHL paused in tribute. Teammates and fans carried empty jerseys onto the ice. Candlelight vigils, memorial banners, advocates against drunk driving. Johnny and Matthew's loss opened conversations no cheering crowds ever could. In the same year, a new legend was rising, one who seemed invincible. Kelvin Kiptum had just run the fastest marathon in history, 2 hours and 35 seconds, smashing records and setting the running world ablaze with excitement. At just 24, he wasn't just the world's fastest, he was the future of distance running. But in February 2024, driving late at night with his coach in Western Kenya, Kiptum's car veered off the road into a ditch and hit a tree. Both he and his coach died instantly. A third passenger survived. Kenya declared a state funeral. The president attended. Entire cities wept. Kiptum had run faster than anyone ever had, but even he couldn't outrun fate. The nation didn't just lose a star, it lost hope, momentum, and a symbol of possibility. And finally, in 2025, the skies claimed another life. Audun Grunvold had built a life on speed and snow. From alpine skiing in the early 1990s to ski cross, where he earned bronze at the 2005 World Championships and 2010 Vancouver Olympics, he became a national hero. After retiring, he coached Norway's next generation and became a beloved TV commentator. In mid-July 2025, at 49, Audun was on a quiet family cabin retreat when a lightning bolt struck him. He was rushed to the hospital, but succumbed to his injuries that night. Norway reeled. Ski Federation President Tove Mo Dyrhaug called him irreplaceable. Tributes poured in from childhood teammates and coaching colleagues, honoring his passion, kindness, and dedication to winter sports. He didn't die in competition or in front of cameras. He passed in the quiet of nature he loved. Audun's story reminds us, danger isn't always visible, even in the calmest surroundings. These athletes lived fiercely, inspired millions, and left behind more than stats or medals. They left stories, unfinished, unforgettable. From Jose's fastball, Patrick's midfield grace, Tori's golden strides, Zeke's court hopes, Kobe's competitive spirit, Johnny's hockey finesse, Kelvin's striding heart, Audun's winter rush, they all shared one sad fate: untimely death. So let their legacies keep echoing through the reforms they inspired, the lives they touched, and the love they left behind. Not just as athletes, but as people we'll never forget. If you want to see more powerful sports documentaries like this, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications.